Welcome to Copper Kettle Farm Sunday Night Live. We go live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. Eastern. Donald coughs in your ear, and we discuss all things homesteading. And I kind of geek out a little bit about analytics. So we'll be doing a little bit of that tonight as well. We're using our ring light for the first time. I probably should have put a link to it below. You can kind of see it above my head, or it's my halo. That's what it is. It's my halo.
No, it's the ring light.
I think it's the halo. But I thought that this would give us a little bit more light, and I think it's actually Misty's idea from Mama Z's Texas Kitchen. So I'm trying it out. This is the warm light. It comes with like 3 different style lights, and then you can make it brighter. I mean, it was too bright originally, so we calmed it down a little bit. And it has a phone connector so that you can hook up your phone and record that way. So it's pretty excited. I might grab the link later. If there's an opportunity where Donald can talk, that I can go look for the link. We'll see. What?
I'm just looking.
Well, stop. It looks weird when you're doing your eyeball thing. So, welcome. I saw we had some thumbs in various directions when we first came in, which is awesome. It means people are noticing we're here, and we love that. So, what's up, Skinner Farms? Welcome. I have a little ticker at the bottom now since we can have super chats, and Stringfield Ridge Farm gave us a super chat last week for our first week being able to get super chats. So I'm going to probably list all of them down below until I run out of room, and then I'll figure out another way to list them, but we're just going to keep them up when you guys are supporting us in that way. And then next week, we are going to open up memberships. We've been sitting and going through ideas of different things. I think we discussed it a little bit last week of what can we provide that makes it worth it to have a membership to Copper Kettle Farm. So obviously, members only content everybody can provide. So that's certainly a thing. Giving away the ebooks that we usually give away during lives, I think, is another good thing. Giving away free digital tools that I create as a graphic designer and a web person, I think, would be beneficial. Donald wants to provide soil tips. I'm not putting your name below there. Why do you keep doing that? It just goes to us, and it goes to us with like a little fee. You're so weird. You just hand me the money. I mean, I'll take the money.
What are you talking about?
So we'll be giving some herb tips and digital downloads. One of the things I've been thinking about doing, because I'm going through Rosemary Gladstar's herbal class, is the Materia Medicas that I'm going to be creating. I showed a glimpse into what they look like in the Homesteaders Herbal group. If Mama Z could grab the link to that real quick. It's a Facebook group for people that want to do some herbal studies that are homesteaders. I kind of put a glimpse to that in that group, but I'm thinking about providing them as free digital downloads for members as well. So all kinds of ideas. We kind of like figuring out what we can do in our head. You got to be nice to my side piece. Fishes and Loaves just got your notification. Trying to set up a new Facebook. Just friended you. Oh, awesome. I did get a notification, or I think I saw someone sent me a friend request that was also friends with Shayla from Making Lemonades from Lemons. I didn't recognize the name initially, but it's probably you. So I'll make sure to accept that. And I might also just give some herbal tips and stuff to members only. It's going to have 3 different levels. That's the one we're going to experiment with first. The $1.99, $6.99, and then a more expensive one that's going to be the one where people are going to get some one-on-one time with me, I think, and like Canva tutorials and stuff like that. Maybe I'm still figuring out what to do with that one to make it worthwhile. So you get some access to a social media person and a web person, and that'll be worth something. Heck, I could even give like web hosting or something. I don't know. In addition to some other things, we'll see. Mr. Poops.
So
yeah, there's the link to the herb group. Feel free to join that if you're interested in learning about herbs. I haven't done as much with it lately, but I'm getting back into it now that we're monetized and I have to come up with more content anyway for the channel. I figure I might as well finish my herb class and utilize my channel as a way to do my homework for the herbal class. So that benefits me, but it also benefits you guys. Hey, 𝙂𝙖𝙧𝙙𝙚 Farms, welcome. So I'll give it a little bit before I jump into the analytics discussion. One of the things, I meant to get another video out last week, not just the short that we put out, but I'm kind of glad I didn't, because the week of just kind of seeing how the shorts do, I think was beneficial for us figuring out, you know, how much shorts are actually going to benefit our channel in one way or the other. So, hey, Christy Betts. So we're going to actually, I'll be sharing my screen, be looking at my stats. Like, we're totally fine with being transparent because, one, we don't care. And two, it helps other channels. And I still get people, I was on somebody's live today that said that they don't do shorts because they were told, one, it messes up your analytics and you don't get money from it. And I was just like, where's all of this bad information coming from? Like, nobody's testing this stuff out. They're just like regurgitating what other people are telling them. And that bothers me a little bit. Like, I feel like I have to test it and be like, no, that's not the case at all. So what do you think, Donald?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's great.
Yeah, I definitely, okay, I'll jump in on that. I definitely don't like when people regurgitate something that they heard without doing a little bit of research.
Yeah.
To verify, at least to get the same information from someone who's vetted.
But, and yeah, the vetting is the big part, because I could tell Donald that the sky is green and he could just take my word for it without actually looking up at the sky. I mean, that's a very basic analogy, but it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, I won't. But
you want what?
Take your word for it.
Whatever. Christy Bett said, sometimes I would like to try to make a video, but I even cut people's heads off in pictures. Yeah. It's honestly, it's fun. If you can get a camera, like, it's hard on your phone unless you're doing it kind of selfie style. But if you can get a camera where the screen, which the camera we got, which is in the description below, the M50, lets you rotate the screen around so you can see yourself. That's the reason I wanted it. So I make sure that I wasn't out of screen and I didn't know what was going on in the screen. So that was one of the biggest things I wanted in a camera. Fishes and Love said, I did one short, but then my production is way down since the big C hit the globe. Yeah, that's been affecting everybody. I actually think it's given us a little bit more time to experiment with stuff because, well, I guess not really. This year we did more than anything because I moved my office home, February? In February. So I'm home all the time now. And I just, while he's commuting to work, I could go out and play with the camera or something. So it gives me a little bit of an advantage, I guess. But most of our videos up until March were all done on my cell phone. I don't even think we really used your cell phone. It was mostly mine.
It was mostly yours.
So, and they honestly, it's just as good. I mean, there's a couple things that you would probably need a bigger camera for, but it's just as good. I mean, it's the content that makes the video. The content, I mean, maybe a little bit of the editing, I would say. But if the content's really good, the editing's not as big of an issue. You do want to make it interesting, I guess. I tried to video the dogs with my phone. They ran. Yeah, animals never seem to cooperate. I try to get cute things of the goats, and they just try to eat everything I put in front of them. So we'll give it one more minute, and then I'll hop into some analytics, and we'll go from there. What else did we do this week? We're actually prepping right now. After this live, we're going to go into the basement and cut up. I think I bought 9 watermelons today because what did it get to today? 97 degrees. It was hot today. It's supposed to be hotter tomorrow. And we're not used to that level of heat at all. That's like Texas heat. I don't like it.
We might get like a day or two of it, and that's it.
Yeah. But all of our animals have shade, which is great. We moved, even our meat chickens, we hauled their pen up to the other side of the field under the pecan tree, so they had shade today and tomorrow. But I decided, with a suggestion from Robin over at Big Bear Homestead, that we were going to freeze a bunch of watermelons and then give a bunch to the goats, give a bunch to the chickens, and hopefully that'll keep them cool tomorrow. We'll see. But I think I got 9 of them. And we saw the lady, because we pick up from Aldi, and they came out with 2 carts. And she's like, can I put these watermelons in first? And she just started chucking these watermelons in the truck. And Donald's like, how many watermelons did you get? And I think 9 watermelons. I bought like $40 worth of watermelons. But hey, Thorhaven. So hopefully frozen watermelon will keep everybody a little cool. I don't know if the goats will eat it. Maybe. I'm pretty sure the chickens will peck at it. We'll see. And I'm not going to give them all at once. I'm going to do like one in the morning, like around 10 or 11. And then I might do the next one at 3, just to keep something cool available. I've also got, I froze some squash. Have you guys ever tried to freeze zucchini? It never works for me. It's always like rubbery. I mean, I could use it for like zucchini spaghetti, or not spaghetti, lasagna, because we do a good zucchini lasagna, but it's always rubbery. And I know I've got some in the freezer. I freeze it in water. I basically put the zucchini bag, pour water in it, stick it in the freezer, and I've had some in there for a couple of years. I think I'm just going to give all that to the chickens, let them peck at it. We'll see if they do. Maybe stick it in their water bowls or something. Yeah, the watermelon trick seems pretty good. It definitely makes me want to grow more watermelons. So we'll see. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and bring up my screen share. We're going to go ahead and jump into the analytics. So the reason, what kind of brought this about was we had those really successful shorts in November and December, and we actually did the math based off of how much we've gotten from this particular short from last week. And if we were monetized last fall, and those shorts did as well as this one did as far as getting us money, then we would have made what in 3 months? $31,000 in 3 months if we were monetized when those shorts took off. Kind of kicking myself. Think I might do some more in November. We'll see. But that would have been great. So we kept thinking about shorts and what they could do for the channel. And I ran across this video on TikTok that this guy had posted. And I was like, you know what? I've already seen people starting putting this video up on YouTube. I'm going to put it up because it's relevant sort of to our channel. And we're going to see how it does as a short. Because it was popular. And it's still, I mean, we've gotten, last I checked, well, let's go ahead and open up the stats here. So the last I checked, let me go in here. Let's go to the analytics for this. Yeah, 1,300. It was 1,200 earlier. And we've gotten 20 watch hours. And it's given us $8 from a short that we posted on Monday. So this is within a little less than a week. And I don't think it's going to be any different if I just do the 365. I notice sometimes when you post a video, yeah, it does a little bit different time frames here, but since published, here we go. So it's given us $8, which is pretty good for a short. Now keep in mind, last year or last week, when we were talking about our first week in being monetized, we made what, 50 cents, I said last week. Since then, and so we're on week 2 of being monetized. We have made, actually, let me pull it up again. I'll just show you. Since last week, you go to your analytics and then your revenue tab. So the last 28 days, we have made almost $15. And our playback CPM is $13.15, which is actually fairly high. And actually our RPM is fairly high too. I think, would we look up? Most people get between
3 and 6.
3 and 6. And the
Or
playback
average.
was like what, $1 to $2
Yeah.
or something. So these numbers are actually pretty high for our channel because our channel does not get a lot of views. So if we look at the content that we've put out, it hasn't been a whole lot. I mean, we do 1 live a week and we try to do at least 1 video a week. Obviously this short did the best. Donald's short did really well too at 465 views. But the issue with that short was that it had a song in it that was copyright. And we knew that it was, but honestly, I love that video so much. I was willing to put up with that copyright claim, and it still got us 465 views. We got a lot of likes. I think it did really well for what it was. And it was a good memory. I mean, it's still my favorite video that we've ever done. So if we go back to the analytics, and I'm going to try to keep track of the chat on the TV while we're doing this, if I can. But let me know if there's somebody asking any questions.
Fishes and Love Slices. I think they can also act like little commercials for our channels.
Yes.
A typical commercial is what, 30 seconds long? Our product is our channel. So either way, I think we have to make time for it.
Yes, definitely. So if we look at the revenue and then kind of our sources. So obviously we were only just monetized, but our top earning videos for this month are the Bambi Strikes Back. It got us to $8.07. I'm surprised. I'm honestly surprised at how much our lives bring us in money. The live from, I think this was last week, brought us in $5. Now, honestly, that also includes the super chat. But even if you look at the live the week prior to that, we made 11 cents off of that live. And I was talking to Dee about this earlier from Naturally NC. I didn't think that people went back and watched lives. I never do. I'll be honest.
Hold on.
What?
What's Nightbot?
Oh, Nightbot's one of my bots that I added.
Okay. Well, it's timing people out.
Is it?
Yeah.
Hold on. Let me double check what's going on here. I might have to turn Nightbot off if I figure out how. Tammy asked, did we make... Why is Nightbot acting stupid? Let me turn him off if I can, guys. Give me 1 second. To answer Thorhaven, yes, shorts can make you money. They can't make you money on the short shelf, which is the big thing that people ask. All right, so how do I turn this guy off? We'll just part the channel. All right, there we go. So that should help. Yeah, apparently caps are no-go when we asked to do caps. So there you go. So to answer Tammy Meadows, no, we did not make $31,000 on our shorts. If we were monetized though last year, then yes, we would have made $31,000 from our shorts. Now keep in mind, the 3 shorts that we put out in November of last year went viral. We got 4.7 million views in 3 months from those 3 shorts. One of them alone, I think the first one got 2.7 million views in itself. We would have made money, but we took the total of what we made off of this short from this week and estimated based off of that. You don't get money when a short is on the short shelf, but if people like share it to a friend, or let's say someone comes to your channel and clicks on it from your channel, then yes, you get money from shorts. And that was a big misinformation that was being spread around when shorts started getting popular, was that you can't make money off of them, so they're not worth doing it. It's YouTube making, free views and stuff off of your channel and things like that. Yes, ads do play for shorts. And I don't know how, I don't know. I haven't experimented yet with which ads they do, because you've got like your initial ads, you've got your side scroll. Like, I don't know where the ad placement is for shorts yet. I haven't experimented with that, but yes, you can make money from shorts. Right now, shorts are giving us our most money. And then second, giving us our most money are the lives, which again, I'm very surprised about. Who else got timed out with that stupid Nightbot?
Lone Star Pioneer.
Sorry, Lone Star. Nightbot is stupid. I need to adjust him. Did I miss any other questions? I forgot I had it installed, Nightbot. I was planning to use it, and then I didn't sit and look at the settings, so there's that. Okay. Nothing else I see yet. So back to the stats. One of the things I also noticed is there's a couple of videos that we put out. I put out this 𝙎𝙖𝙧𝙙𝙬𝙤 video back in April of last year. And this, honestly, of our full-length videos that wasn't a live or wasn't a short, this video has done the best. Now, again, we've only been monetized for 2 weeks. I wish that we were monetized this whole time with this video, because we do the last 365, and that's not even the full year. This doesn't show the hours there. But if I go into my content, and then it shouldn't be that far back, to be honest. Like, here's the shorts that did really well, by the way. You guys can see the stats just from this. So the first hot chocolate video, 2,778,605 views, 2,200 comments. The second one, 1,028,000 views. And then the third one, 791,000 views. We're going to do one this fall. We meant to do a fourth one, and we just never did it. But we'll see. I think they'll be popular again this fall. So honestly, if you guys want to do a video that's going to take off really well, do a hot chocolate bomb video in November, see how it does. So here is the 𝙎𝙖𝙧𝙙𝙬 video we put out April of last year. It's gotten 4,000 views. I guess if we did the math on that one, we could kind of figure out how much we got. But honestly, just looking at the revenue over the last 28 days, it's the shorts and the lives that are giving us the most money. Now, that's not to say that we couldn't make more money just doing regular videos, but we just haven't put out quality enough videos yet to really make a lot of money. We're planning to. It's just last week we didn't get the chance. This week I'm planning to do probably a video on some herbs.
It's like $27.
$27 from
the
𝙎𝙖𝙧𝙙𝙬𝙬 video? Yeah. Are you going to wait to do the membership thing until the next live, or are you going to post a thing letting us know? I'll post something early. I have them set up and ready to go. It's just before I could make them live, they require that I make a video announcing the live, which to me is a little weird. And they require that I make an announcement. I have to do the video next. It's a 4-step process. The first step is setting up any custom, you know, the little icon when someone's a member that's next to the name. I had to set one of those up. I chose like a turquoise goat. 2 any custom emojis. I did a poop emoji that's like giving a kiss. I figured that was appropriate for our channel. And you could do more. I just didn't feel like doing more at the time. And then you have to make a video announcing the memberships, and then you have to send out an announcement. So how much money are your non-viral shorts making? Let's take a look. That's a good question. So let's go to my content. I'm trying to think of all the shorts we've done. We're in the area before I started doing shorts. All right, so this one we did last week, that one brought in the, what did I say, $8? Actually, let's go into the revenue tab. Take a look there real quick. All right, so, oops. Which one of these were shorts? So one, I know more have made money. I'm just trying to remember which ones were shorts. This one was a short. That one's made us 2 cents. It's gotten estimated monetized playbacks 21. Playback-based CPM is $1.91. Now, here's another thing that's weird to me. If you look at this playback CPM, that's if you hover over it, it is cost per mile, or the estimated average gross revenue per 1,000 playbacks. So per 1,000 playbacks, that's how much I would get of these videos. I've got a video here, which is a live, that makes $67 per 1,000 views. That's crazy to me. I don't know why some of these numbers are so high. This other live chat, $30. This one, $44. Like these numbers are massively high for me, and I'm not sure why the lives are considered so high, but whatever. Here's another short we did on how to make a fancy napkin fan. We got a penny from that, but we only got 2 estimated playbacks. That one did fairly well for what it was when it first came out, but nobody's decorating napkins. It probably will do well in Thanksgiving and December around Christmas dinners, because that's when people are putting out like fancy decorations and table settings. So I expect that one will start getting views again, and I might go through and make sure it's monetized or SEO'd for that. Check my keywords, my description, and things like that. Where's another short on here? I don't have a lot of shorts, surprisingly. People have called me the shorts queen, and I honestly have not made that many shorts. So there's 1, 2, 3, at least 3 shorts so far have made money. And some of them are old. That's the other thing people don't realize. Like even your old shorts. Oh, here's another one. This one made 2 cents. Or maybe that's the one I was thinking of. I already looked at. Oh, these cute goats eating bananas and cute goats eating pumpkins made a little bit of money. Not a whole lot, but again, shorts have the ability to make you money. So it's a common misconception that they can't, and a lot of people talk about, shorts aren't worth it, they can't make you money or something like that, but they can. Is CPM what YouTube makes? That could be. I think I do get those mixed up a lot. So yeah, we're not making a lot of money from the shorts, but if you pick a short at a time where people are actually looking for something like that deer video, it recently went viral on TikTok, so people were looking for it on YouTube, then yes, you can make money on shorts. Can you go back and monetize all your old videos? Yes. You can actually select all of them and click monetize, and it'll monetize all of them for you, including your shorts. The only short we can't monetize is the one where Donald's running the Sandlot Challenge one. I think Nightbot was drunk, fish didn't live. Sorry about that. Is Lone Star back? Aw. Oh, Lone Star's upset about the thing. Well, I'll have to talk to them again. That's weird. That's a weird thing to unsubscribe to somebody for, too. So if we go back into the screen here. Oops, I clicked something I didn't mean to. Sorry. I hate the little pads for laptops. I much prefer a mouse. Most of our ads have been the skippable video ads. We have a couple bumper ads. We had some non-skippable ads and then some display ads for the type of ads. So it seems like the skippable ads make the most money or have been displayed the most, which still would probably be the most money for us anyway. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to look over with you guys. Yeah, I think that's about it for that. A lot of people do ask if Nightbot was only trying to help, right? Yeah, I honestly don't know with the whole Nightbot Lone Star thing. I'll go to his channel and comment or something. It was, yeah, I can't explain other people's behavior, unfortunately. So let me take this off for a second. Another thing I did want to highlight about shorts is that a lot of people think that they also hurt your channel stats. And that can be a catch-22. Have you noticed your monetization impacting your subscriber count? No. And I'll tell you why, because YouTube is now showing ads whether you're monetized or not. So I don't think we have a choice at this point. I forget when they started doing it. I know it's been a couple months now. YouTube now shows ads regardless if you're monetized. At least now you get a piece of that pie. So I think people just kind of understand that that's just going to be a thing with YouTube now, unfortunately. Now, that said, if someone has YouTube Premium, then they don't see ads. So YouTube's making money either way. Does it bother you when folks don't show their sub count? It is a little weird to me, because here's the thing. I don't know why people put so much emphasis on their sub count. I understand that you have to reach 1,000 subs in order to get monetized. Like, I get that. And I get you need 4,000 watch hours. I get that. But a channel that has 10,000 subs versus a channel that has 1,000 subs, if the views on the 1,000 sub channel are more than the 10,000 sub channel, then the 1,000 sub channel is going to make more money. It doesn't matter if you have 1,000 or 100,000. It all depends on the views. So sub count, to me, doesn't make sense to hide that. There's channels that are working to get monetized. Naturally, NC's got like 800 and some subs. We're trying to get her to the point where she gets 1,000, and then we're going to work on her watch hours. But if her 1,000 sub channel versus my 10,000 sub channel, if she's got more views, she's going to make more money. So the subs don't matter. As long as you get past that point, and then you just have to focus on views. So that's what we're doing, is now we're figuring out ways to increase our views. And now shorts, a lot of people think that if you have shorts, it's going to mess with your analytics. It's going to change your analytics. It's not going to hurt your analytics in a way that people think that they will. And what I mean by that is people want a good retention rate. They want people to stick around and watch a full video 90 to 100%. Shorts are short. People are more inclined to watch that video all the way through. Your watch rate is going to be higher, but your watch hours might be lower, depending. So it's just changing the way analytics work. We have to change our mindset to understand that shorts are not going anywhere anytime soon. YouTube has taken the Explore option off the bottom of the phone app and replaced it with shorts. They now have the shorts. Well, I assume it's global now. I know it came out, like a month ago, maybe 2 months ago, everybody had shorts. And then a month ago, they changed the navigation to show shorts first. Like, YouTube is putting emphasis on shorts. They want people to put them out there. So they're going to find ways to monetize it. They're going to find ways to make it help grow your channel. YouTube is not going to put stuff out there that's hurting your channel so that you're not making money, which means they're not making money. And I think that's what people tend to forget. Like, well, I don't want to use shorts because it's changing everything and I don't understand it. I get that. It's scary. It's a new thing. It's like TikTok. People get scared of using TikTok. It's a new platform. People don't understand how to use it. I get old people all the time that say, I'm not going to use that TikTok. And then Donald and I sit here for 2 hours one night. All we do is play on TikTok. It's not going anywhere. But yeah, YouTube is not going to put stuff out there that's going to hurt your channel. It may change things. It may make things a little wonky for a little bit while you're getting used to how views are being interpreted. But everything they put out is to help them make money, help their channel creators make money and to grow, and for you guys to make money. So let me go back and make sure I'm not missing any. Hey, Wide Family Farms. Did have a keto shake and did 600 views, and believe me, that video was too good. Yeah, it's weird, the video. Like, honestly, the hot chocolate bomb video that got almost the 3 million views, we literally came home from the store, and a friend of ours owns the store that sells these here locally. And we're like, you know what? Let's try it. Because I think, was it our first short? Yeah. It wasn't our first. I think the goats eating the pumpkins and the bananas was our first short. I was like, you know what? Let's just film. People like food videos. Let's just film. And I did it with my cell phone, this video of us melting this piece of chocolate. And boom, almost 3 million views later and 10,000 subs. So yes, I did get a lot of subs. No, all of those subs don't watch your videos. Yes, some subs have dropped off, but I'm still at 10,700 subs, and it's continuing to go up. Like, we're dropping subs, but we're also getting new subs because it's showing me in these videos. It shows you in your analytics, you got 5 subs from this video or whatever. And I do get more interaction now than I did before I did the shorts. Because before we did the shorts and got the 10,000 subs, we were averaging maybe 30 40 views of video, very small. And now we do 150, 200 views a video. So I know that it has increased. It maybe not have increased to the level that you would expect a 10,000 sub channel to increase, but it has increased. And a lot of people think that, well, you get all those subs, but they're not going to watch your channel. But some are watching our channel. So
you're playing the odds game.
Yeah, you're kind of playing the odds game, but you're not really, because you're still getting people to see your channel. You're still...
Well, what I mean is, but what my bet is, the more people you get to sub, naturally the more that are going to view.
Yeah.
It might not be every one, but it's going to be. Odds are you're going to get more people to view.
And the other thing that I've seen people argue about is, well, I don't want to put out shorts because the people that would watch a short and sub aren't the type of audience that I want to have. And I get it, but it's that whole concept, and I'm going to throw up a screen here real quick because I forgot. I think I left this in here, is don't just know your demographic, you have to grow your demographic. And the reason I say that, the homesteading community is a finite resource. There's only so many of us. I guarantee you, Roots and Refuge does not only have homesteaders that watch their channel, and neither does Justin Rhodes. They have kids that just like watching them because they're a very kid-friendly channel. Maybe the kids like seeing the animals. Maybe there's just people that love watching vlogs. I recently got, I don't want to say obsessed, but I became really attached to someone that's a vlogger. All she does is make YouTube videos. We have nothing in common aside from the love for social marketing or whatever, but I like watching what's going on in her life, even though we have nothing in common. So people like watching lifestyle and vlog videos. And that's what you kind of have to rely on, is that you need to think outside of just the homesteading community. Can you deal with the prepper community? Wide Family Farm has a lot of connections in the prepper community. Mama Z's Texas Kitchen has a lot of connections in the cooking community or the recipe YouTube channels or whatever. So we have to think outside of that, because there's only so many homesteaders. And I guarantee you there's only so many homesteaders that even bother with YouTube. My dad, 4th generation farmer, never been on YouTube, has no idea what YouTube is. So you've got a level of people that aren't tech savvy in the homesteading community. So we have to think outside of that box. That's what bugs me about some of these people that say, well, I won't do shorts. I don't want those people like my channel. Maybe you'll inspire a 12-year-old. Maybe you'll inspire a 17-year-old that's just looking for something to get into. Maybe they'll want to start raising rabbits, or maybe they'll start wanting to raising chicken. And maybe they'll become one of your most dedicated fans to your channel. I mean, we don't know that. So let me get back to comments. Sorry. Some people are lurkers too. Yeah, we got some hater lurkers too. We had two thumbs down before we even hopped in the screen. And I'll take it because it's all engagement. Tammy says, seems like most 10,000 sub channels get at least 500 views for a video in the first week. YouTube is weird about how they push videos. Yes, YouTube, and I'm learning a lot about how they push videos, and maybe that'll be like another live later on once I've done a little bit more research. And I'm actually going to do research on thumbs down too, because I've been inspired to see what actually a thumbs down does to your video and your channel, because it is considered engagement. But what does that mean exactly? So I'm going to do some research on that. I'm going to put out, we'll have another discussion on a live about that. And then I also want to do some more research on how YouTube pushes videos. You definitely want to SEO your videos for search, but I'm learning more and more that that's not the top way to get people to find your videos. So I will discuss that at some point. And some lurkers are trolls that up your numbers, then jump on it. Yeah. Yeah, I haven't really had anybody attack us in, like, do the raids in the live chat. I'm sure we'll get it eventually. I have a lot of, like, mods to help with that if I need to. Kevin James says the homesteading community is constantly growing. It's not that finite. It isn't though. Like, it's every group of people is going to have a lot of generations that are going to die off. The homesteading community has a lot of older generations in it in general. It does have a lot of new people joining into it too, and especially with COVID, like the homesteading community, I think is definitely growing. But that said, there's only so much people, especially in our current economy, that one can afford a farm, can afford any sort of farm equipment, can afford to maintain a farm and have full-time jobs. There's a certain, like, level of balancing that has to be done. And most people just aren't into doing that. And not to mention the land that gets bought up. It's harder to buy land. It gets more expensive. So it's never going to be a demographic that goes away. There's always going to be new people coming into it. But it's never going to be as big as, say, I'm trying to think of a good analogy for this. We've got 300 million people in the United States. It's never going to be all 300 million people. So in that regard, yes, it is a finite resource. Even small-time folks make it happen in little bits of land. Yeah. And that's one of the things that we want to encourage with our channel, is because we don't own a lot of land. We don't. And there's a lot of homesteaders out there that don't. Sow the Land is another one I think has pretty much similar acreage as us, right? I think they do. Sow the Land down in
I think so.
Yeah. They have similar acreage to us. So it's good to teach people. And I think even Big Bear's movement of plant food, not lawns, like that whole mindset is really important for people to continue. You know, we have even just this little plot of land. I mean, look at what Mama Z is doing. She showed me pictures today. She's got her first cucumber. She lives in an apartment. And it's just knowing that there's always something you can do, I think is very important. I think that's really what we as a community, it's kind of our responsibility at that point, is to show people that even if you live in an apartment, you can grow tomatoes, you can grow, what else were you growing, Mama Z? You're growing cucumbers, tomatoes, peppers. She's growing all kinds of stuff in an apartment. It boggles my mind. Said Chica, welcome. A lot of people are doing a lot with less property. Yes. And that's the thing I love about this community, is I think people are understanding that lawns are not needed. And they kind of suck. What was it? Someone had a discussion at one point. It said that we spend all this money buying equipment and then like a riding lawnmower. And then we ride the lawnmower, and then we pay for a gym membership to get a workout, where we could simply get a workout by not having the riding lawnmower, having a push mower, or even one of those non-electric mowers, and mowing it ourselves. Like that whole mindset there, I think people, somehow we just got lazy. I don't know. But I think people are coming back to the mindset of, if I just put in a little bit of work, this land could do something more for me than just be an expense with a lawnmower or a tractor. Skinner Farm says, I've done self-wicking tubs trying to show people you can do it in a small area. I've never done the self-wicking tubs, but I think that's a good idea. And I think COVID really did a big number on getting people to start thinking outside the box with, you know, I need to start planning my own stuff. Now, if only the lumber prices would come down. Wyatt says, we have to mow because if we didn't, we would have major issues. Plus, your mom lives next door. Yeah, there are some places where you have to. HOAs, I mean, there are certainly places where you have to. But there's certainly places like our farm, we don't want to have a lawn at all. We want to, and it takes time to even get past that point where you don't need a lawnmower. So we're not at that point yet. My dad still mows. But we want to get to the point where we don't need a mower. It's just all food. Ideally, it's just that it's a lot of work to do. Well, I'm not saying that there's not room for homesteading YouTubers. I'm just saying that
don't limit yourself.
Yeah, if you limit yourself to only homestead YouTubers, you're doing yourself a disservice with your channel. That's what I'm saying. Like, there may be 10,000 YouTubers on YouTube or that are homesteaders, but is that ever going to get up to 1 million? Like, I don't see that happening. I think that our society is not going to go in that direction. It would be great. I would support it 100% if it did. But if we set ourselves to, you know, are there 200,000? How many subs does Roots and Refuge have now? Like 400,000, something like that. I guarantee their subs are not all homesteaders. Is basically what I was trying to get at. So if we say, oh, well, I'm only targeting homesteaders and nobody else on my channel, then I think you do yourself a disservice. I think you need to expand out beyond the homesteading community. What are they at now?
464.
464. 464,000. There are not 464,000 YouTubers that are homesteaders. I guarantee it. And they probably have done studies on their channels. There's probably like documents you can download. A lot of these social networks and stuff, they do like an annual report saying this is how many lifestyle channels, this is how many makeup channels or whatever. So we'll see. I would love to see Gen Z pick up the reins and really develop a homesteading community, but I'm not seeing it with the way things are right now. Sean says, I need lumber prices to drop more. One sheet of 3/4 inch plywood is $120.
Holy crap.
That's insane. That's crazy. What I saw someone said, well, that's more expensive than what I saw. Someone showed me a picture of like $96 for one. And I've seen a bunch of, like, if you're not on TikTok, there's a lot of really good information on TikTok. But I saw a TikToker post something that they were a delivery truck driver. And one of the things they did was they delivered to woodlots where they're storing a lot of this wood. And he says, there's no shortage. Somebody's holding on to this wood. He doesn't know who's holding on to it. But he said these woodlots are just stacked. So I don't know. I don't have the answers to that, but they're going to keep doing it as long as we keep buying into it, I think. And I mean, if you can make $96 off a piece of plywood, why would you lower the price? I guess. I don't know. It sucks. Oh, yeah, I agree, homestead. There's definitely people that are interested in homesteading, but they're not categorized as homesteaders or so. And that's actually the exact point I was trying to make. Your comment's perfect for that, is that if we limit to only people that homestead or only homesteaders, then it's a very small niche compared to Roots and Refuge or Justin Rhodes or something like that. Very small. There may be people that just like gardening. There could be someone that lives in a suburban neighborhood, has no interest in putting together a garden, but maybe they just really love the way that Homestead Chica presents herself. Maybe she just loves her voice. Maybe it does like an ASMR thing for her or something. And that could be a new sub. So trying to reach people outside of just people that are interested in farming or homesteading is, I mean, what could go wrong? Like, why is it bad to want to reach people that aren't just into homesteading? You know, reaching out to preppers. Preppers like learning this kind of stuff, or reaching out to people that just simply like learning traditional foods. I ran into a channel today. All she does is traditional foods, nothing processed. And I fell in love with her channel because despite the fact that I'm a homesteading channel, I liked her content. I love what she provided. I love that she provided nutritional values, learning how to ferment and stuff. So to me that, you know, she's what did I say? She was in Texas. She's like a Texas, you know, I would call her like I wanted her to be my mom. She's just like a mom in Texas that puts out these videos on cooking and stuff and nutrition. I was like, perfect. I love it. I'm hoping gardening slows down because we're doing this before the sickness and a lot of things have become obsolete. Yeah. Canning. I remember canning lands being a big problem last year. But I will say that I found some at Dollar General had some canning lids when nobody else did. That might be one to look at too. But I think a lot of people were also kind of, well, we know people were hoarding last year with the toilet paper issue, but I would assume people would be hoarding canning supplies too, because you just don't know. None of us knew last year what was going to happen. Hempstead says, I've never seen doing long form videos as limit. Oh no, I think you misunderstood. I never said long form videos were limiting, like you had to have them only homesteading or whatever. My whole point about long form versus shorts, because I think we switched to a different topic than what was originally planned for this particular live, but I was saying that people were saying they didn't want to do shorts because they didn't like the type of crowd that it brought to their channel. But if more and more people are getting into homesteading, let's say the younger generation, which by the way, the younger generation loves short form video, then why would we not do shorts and try to get their attention and bring them to our channel. That's what I was saying with that. Because I did have someone tell me that, well, I don't do shorts because I don't like the people it brings to my channel. And it's like, but we want to bring everybody to our channel. Anybody that's interested in our topics, we want to bring to our channel. And anybody that's just, you know what, I'm fascinated by these people, I want to bring them to my channel. Hey, Britain Farms Homestead, welcome. Yeah, I don't think we really hoarded anything at once. I think for us, and this is answering drops here, I think 2 weeks before things started shutting down, we had gotten a little bit of extra toilet paper. A few weeks before that, we were buying like an extra bag of rice per week or something. So it was like very small scale. I guess you could kind of call it hoarding maybe, but it was more, we kind of assumed things were going to get bad. So we had slowly already been buying stuff. And I still got rice and flour up the wazoo right now, and toilet paper, to be honest. So we're good on all of that. But I wasn't one of those people that went out and bought like a whole shelf. That boggled my mind. Fish and Life says, yes, I watch a variety of channels, not just one niche. Same thing. Like, I made Donald watch some travel channels, or a travel channel with me earlier, because he had some amazing videos on like where to go in Scotland and the Netherlands. Like, did you guys know? Because I didn't know, and I could just be completely ignorant here. I didn't know Holland wasn't a country. Apparently Holland's a region in the Netherlands. I had no idea. But yeah, we were watching travel channels. I really like watching marketing channels. It really depends on my interests. I do watch prepper channels. I don't consider myself a hardcore prepper or anything, but Sean says, I leave shorts for TikTok only. I have converted a few from there to my YouTube channel. Yes. Oh, thank you, Mama Zia. Appreciate that. Shorts are definitely a good way to get people to come to your channel, but TikTok, people that don't like TikTok, I spend more time on TikTok than I do any other platform, I think. TikTok is a great way to find ideas on what's trending right now. And like, I try to get Mama Z to do more TikToks, because the amount of food videos on there, like learning how they cut everything up and to put it into, well, a minute and now 3 minutes. They have 3-minute TikToks. They're so popular. Like, we love watching the cooking videos. There's this one guy, what's it, Man with Pot or Man with One Pot or something. We talked about him previously in a live, but his every time his food videos come up, we stop and watch it and like it every single time. But it's a good way to find out what's trending right now. And then if you can recreate that, and that's another thing that people, I think, forget about, is if you can find something that's trending and recreate that for your own channel, then do it. The video with Donald, the Sandlot, that was inspired by other people doing that challenge. And I'm like, yes, I'm going to bring that to YouTube. And it did pretty good. I mean, it was a cute challenge. So find out what challenges are going on right now. What's really popular on TikTok that you can convert to a short on your channel, or convert to a long form video. Maybe you can do a longer one.
I'll say this though, think ahead before you just decide just to do it. Because I was huffing and puffing at the end of it.
You were huffing and puffing.
I was.
Well, we did it like one or two times. Well, we did a couple different directions.
Yeah.
And that one was the best one. Yeah, TikTok is a blast. How long have you been over 10,000? We hit 10,000 January or February, I want to say. But because we gained so many followers so quick from those shorts, we knew and we were prepared that some of them were going to drop off. So yes, we have gotten new subs, but we've also lost subs. So it's kind of like in that weird plateau right now, and then eventually even out later in the year, which I'm not worried about. My focus right now is more on the views. So figuring out ways to better our channel, better our videos. I've got a long way to go because I'm not good at doing videos. So that's something that we are working on this year. I am learning. I think each video we put out, I'm trying something new, and I think they are getting better. Sorry about the cuckoo clock. And I will say, the video that we put out not last week, the week before, I kind of really dug that video. I wanted to see, is it possible to do a video where you don't use any of your own footage? You don't film anything. You just put together an explainer educational video with stock videos or your own, or stock videos or your own photography. And then you voice over it and you do your own overlay screens in between the different sections, like the different chapters of the video. So the video that we put out, the 5 uses of chickens besides eggs, none of that is our own footage, and it did okay. And it's not our best video, but it was an experiment, and I'm glad we did it because we kind of do a lot of experimenting with our channel. And I think a lot of people don't really get that luxury. A lot of people are very afraid to try new things because it's like with the shorts. People are scared of shorts because they don't know what it's going to do to their channel. We don't mind experimenting because, well, we both have full-time jobs. And we're at that level with our channel that I think we can get away with experimenting with more things. Like the, sorry, I had to get my drink. The short from last week. Yeah, the video from 2 weeks ago is the only one we've done that with, where we used a lot of stock footage. But yes, that's actually a method of, there are channels out there that all they do, and this is something that we're not going to do. Like, it's a weird passive income idea that people promote, but they take and they look for videos that are Creative Commons in that they can be reused over and over. Like, there's no license to them. And then they'll either download and re-upload that video on their own channel, which seems kind of like, why would you do that? Or they'll take footage and then recreate it. Now, the other thing that people don't realize, there's sometimes like animations, and we're going to actually pay someone to make us some animations for some of Donald's soil videos, because I feel like that just will add a little bit extra to the channel when we're explaining the soil food web and having little microbes and stuff on the screen. Like, I'm not artistic enough to make that, but I don't mind paying someone to make that little animation to support his video that we're going to put out on the soil food web for people that are interested in soil building. So it's something that we're exploring. And I think that's something that almost every channel that is a big channel can or has done. Almost, not everybody, but there's a lot of channels out there. When you see like their beautiful intro screen or something, you usually pay someone to do that. Or even their logos, people will pay someone to make their logo or make it animated. So that kind of stuff I like. Hey, Roy's Hempstead Bees. Roy's Hempstead Bees hit 100 today on Lone Star Living. Not Lone Star Living. What was that channel? What was that channel, Roy, where you hit 100 today? I love that. I get geeky over dirt. Yeah, we do too. Yeah, I know. I've been paying attention. Yeah, a lot of channels do make money that way, Fishes and Loaves. It's not something we do. We prefer using our own footage, but we were willing to experiment, because if I'm going to do a video of a chicken, then does it matter what chicken I use? Not necessarily. So the only video that we've used stock footage in was that one as an experiment to see if it was possible. And it worked pretty well. I mean, it was a video of compost, a video of chickens, a video of a tick being pulled off a cat. Like, that stuff was there to help show the information, but the information was the important part of that video. So,
and like you said earlier, it's beneficial to test different video styles, because one style that people are used to might not work. So you want to try something else to catch attention.
Yes, definitely. Yes, it was. It was not our footage with the deer. And we actually put that in the description of the video. And we actually linked to where we found the video. So, but it was one that was trending right now. So we wanted to experiment with it and see how much money could you actually make off of a short that was trending. So we did that as an experiment, and it did pretty well. The video with Donald doing the Sandlot challenge was not monetized because, unfortunately, in order to make that video work, if you've seen the movie The Sandlot, you have to have that song, the Johnny B. Good song. And that song was copyright. We knew we weren't going to make any money off of that, and we knew it was going to get hit with copyright.
But it was fun.
But it was fun. And that's another issue with a lot of these people. I don't think people realize you should be having fun while you're doing your channels. And if it feels like more of a chore, then why are you doing it? The money is not good enough to do it, especially early on. So we enjoy it. It is the best freaking video. It is honestly legit my most favorite video we've done.
You're welcome.
Take care, Thorhaven. Drop says it's 104 there right now. That's not awesome. Actually, Drops, while you're here, if Donald or Mama Z could prep the link, I wanted to throw out our shout out channel of the evening. We try to shout out one channel per live at least. Let me get my banners off. But our channel for tonight is Drops Family Garden. If you could throw their channel link in the description, that would be awesome. But they have been very supportive of our channel. They come to our lives a lot. We really appreciate them being here, and I think it's just amazing at their support, but also the content they put out. If you want to check them out, please do so. That would be awesome. Let me go back to our view here. You do you, but I think it's weird to use someone else's video. I mean, sure.
There you go.
It can be. But we wanted to do an experiment. So there's so many channels on YouTube that were completely built on using other people's footage. There's channels that show old commercials, old Burger King commercials. There's channels that show old music videos. I mean, channels that put out the ambiance videos. They're showing scenes from, or even just artwork from Lord of the Rings, and then they put Lord of the Rings music behind it for 3 hours so people can sit and listen and do work. I mean, that is part of YouTube, unfortunately. So if other people don't want to do that, they have the option to not do that. But there are very successful channels that built YouTube using footage from back in the 90s or whatever. That's what YouTube was built on, the old footage and videos that we used to share through emails back in the 90s when the internet was still young. So, but yeah, there's people that use stock footage. If I want to do an explanation video on how to utilize a piece of software, and I need to have some form of display in between or artwork in between, I'd be paying someone to make that artwork. It's not mine. I didn't create it, but would that be weird for me to use that? When we do Donald's soil video and I pay someone to make an animation of a microbe eating or supplying nutrients to a plant, because I didn't make that, is that like considered I'm not supposed to put that on my channel? No. That's not how YouTube was built. And it is a passive way to make money. Absolutely is a passive way to make, and it's a legit passive way to make money. That's why they are free to use. That's why stock video exists, is because it's for people to use. I use it in my presentations for my clients. I use it in commercials that I make for actually the commercial that we made for Donald's business that he's starting up. It's all stock video. We don't have cows to show regenerative agriculture by doing cow pastures. So it's honestly a normal way to use stock footage. So, Silhouette Park Farm, welcome from the land down under. Love having you guys here. And Ryan the Gamer came in. Good to see you back. Unpaved Explorer, welcome back. It's the mid-80s here in eastern North Carolina. Wow. Yeah, I think it hit 97 here today. It's supposed to be close to 100 tomorrow, so we're not looking forward to that at all. We're not going to be doing much outside besides making sure the animals have plenty of shade, water, and frozen watermelon. I think that's our day tomorrow. We're going to spend most of it in here probably cleaning, and I forget what else we were going to do. So did anybody have any more questions about shorts, though? Because that's Yeah, stock photos on websites. That's actually a very good example too, because I use stock photos on websites all the time, especially because a lot of my clients are in the construction industry and they take like a quick, crappy cell phone video or picture. And I'm like, well, let's see if we can find something better. So we certainly use that. Stock video to show a 5-second example of the topic is normal, but using the deer clip in its entirety isn't different. But how is it different? I don't think you're understanding that, like, people upload full music videos from artists and it's not their account. Like, that's not their band even. Like, that's normal. That's literally what YouTube was built on originally, before these were even a thing. I mean, people were putting videos up on YouTube. So they had to get footage from somewhere. Maybe crappy webcams, they could have that, but marketing funnels too, yes, very much. Did Roy ever say what video we were on earlier?
Yes.
What did he say? Because I forget.
Something about Farm of Georgia.
Kinfolk of Georgia, yes.
Yeah.
That's another good channel to check out. Yeah, he was at 90, I think, when we were on the live, and we all got him to over 100 during the live, which was awesome.
107 now.
Nice. Congrats, Roy. But we're hitting the end of our hour time slot. We try to be very respectful of people's times during a live. Try to stick to an hour because we know there's other lives. We know you guys got things to do. That was a good video to get it flagged. The deer one, no. The deer one did not get flagged. The only one of ours that got flagged was the one with the Johnny B. Good song in it, because that is copyright music, unfortunately. And then stock video also does not get flagged if it's, well, here's another thing that people do is they use Epidemic Sound for music. We use Epidemic Sound for music. We pay for a subscription to Epidemic Sound, and we use that music, and we have the rights to use that music. So we don't get flagged for copyright for our videos because we're using music that I certainly could record music and use my own music in my channel. But if I can find the music somewhere else, then
I'll also say this. One of the biggest trends right now for YouTube channels is reaction videos.
Yes, reaction videos.
And that uses the entirety of someone else's video.
Yes, but they have to cut it up so they don't get copyright claims.
Correct. Like
So
there's one guy I watch, he has 3.5 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Just doing reactions.
And that's listening to other people's music videos or music.
And it's usually music, or it could be comedy show, you know, or
the comedy shows.
Now there's even videos now that are coming in where it's people watching movies. Like, and it's usually
movie reactions. It was what? The Star Wars, no, Avengers. I think it was the Endgame. Like when it was when Captain America was able to hold the hammer. Like there was a reaction video out to that.
Well, there's reaction videos to that, but what I'm talking about is there's actual reaction videos where someone's watching an entire movie. And it's like a 20 to 30 minute cut up video.
Yes, I do pay for Epidemic Sound, and the reaction videos are edited, and I did pay for the stock footage. So I pay for all the stock footage. I have a subscription to Canva that I pay for, and I can use all of the stock footage for anything I want at any given time. So yes, I do pay for it. We use a mixture of my own music and stock music. Silhouette Park Farm, by the way, if you guys aren't familiar with their channel, they do singing. The husband of, I don't know if your wife sings, but I know the husband is a guitar player that sings. And is actually, I think you're fairly famous in Australia, right? So if you're like music, because I know a lot of people that come to our channel love when I used to play music on here, which I haven't done lately, but that's another good channel to check out if you like people doing live music on their channel. I use iMovie and the music they have on there. Yeah, and the music that YouTube has. No, I did not pay for the deer video, but I did pay for the stock footage in the 5 chickens video. The deer video was a open video that other people have also uploaded. If you do a search right now on YouTube for deer attacks hawk, you will see multiple people have uploaded that video. Can I pull a 30-second clip from a movie and then do a parody? I don't know, to be quite honest. I'm not sure what the rules are about stuff that's copyright. I would check and see, because music, like when I used to do live music playing on our channel, then we would get copyright claims. So I'm not sure what the rule is there. I can look, because you can look at the help files for YouTube and kind of see what their license or their restrictions are for that. YouTube, Christy Bet, thank you so much. Can't wait to join so I can pick Crystal's brain on how to make my channel better. You're welcome to. The larger subscription, I think I'll probably have that be part of the membership level for that, is that you get some time with me to talk about marketing and editing or whatever. I'm thinking about doing a walkthrough video on how to use DaVinci for editing too. I don't know that it would be that useful, but as far as because I only use it for the very basics of editing, I think just doing the very basics would be useful. You can obtain a mechanical license through the 𝙎𝙬𝙧𝙎 agency. The mechanical license only covers the audio portion of your YouTube cover. Okay, there you go. There's some data for you.
Well, that was, if you get the license, you can also sing those songs.
Oh yeah, but how much would I have to pay for it? I don't know. I'm trying to keep track of how much I'm actually spending on our channel. See, it drops. That's why I love when you drop in here, because you always come with such good information. You might have, and I probably didn't write it down and completely forgot. So I should probably write it down, or remember to go back to this live and look at it. That's probably what I need to do. See you all in Gil and Dave's channels. I've been praying for people on Florida. Thank you, Ryan. I appreciate that. All right. Well, since we're at the end of our live time, I really appreciate you guys hanging out with us today. Remember, we are live every Sunday night at 9 p.m. I'm not sure what we're going to be talking about next week. I will be talking about at some point the thumbs down, what that does for a channel as I do research. And what was the second one that I wanted to do? I'll have to go back and look.
Something about pushing a video.
Oh, right. How YouTube chooses what videos to push. I'm doing research on that. That might take a little bit more time for me to do research, but I'll check and see. That's how other people do it. Yeah. Thank you for that, Drops. I really appreciate that. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Take care, and look for a video on probably cayenne pepper this week is what I'm going to try to focus on, with some stock footage on cayenne pepper.
Peace.
Take care. Wait, where's my thing? There it is.
Do I got to stay up here?
No.